Hello and welcome to Left Footers, the unlikely five-a-side podcast with me, Aaron J. No Jason this week. He is in jail. He isn't actually. He's actually on a cruise ship. International waters are probably the best place for him at least until everything dies down, at least. No, joking, of course, he's actually on a cruise ship with some of the A-list celebrities like Arj from The Only Way is Essex and Gareth Gates. So if it was 2012, we'd be freaking out right now. But anyway, we are here with no Jason this week. I thought I'd try and do a shorter solo record, just a snippet of content to keep all of our three listeners happy. Our numbers have gone up in the past few months. We're really, really pleased with that. So I want to just keep putting things out to make sure that you're still listening, still enjoying it, and there's still things for you to get involved with. Anyway, this week I'm going to follow the theme of the Euros, and in a tournament where Cole Palmer, Anthony Gordon and Adam Wharton aren't going to play, let's be honest. I'm going to go through 5 players who were picked for England in a major tournament but didn't actually get to play on the pitch. So feel free to like, subscribe and share if you enjoy it. In goal, we've got Jack Butland. Jack Butland was actually picked twice in Euro 2016 and the World Cup 2018, where he missed out twice. Played for Stoke at the time, so we could do it on a cold Tuesday night in Stoke, but he wasn't trusted to lose to Iceland in Euro 2016. You know, when they did the whole... Do you know what I mean? That one. It was that one where Roy resigned on ITV like he was on the X Factor. Anyway, 9 caps in total for Jack Butland, as well as 5 caps for the Olympic Great Britain team. Only bit of personal life that I could find about Jack Butland was that he got his car stolen in 2015. In defence, I'm going for 2 defenders because Gareth Southgate helped me pick this one, so we're going very defensive. I've gone for Martin Kelly, Euro 2012, in an era where if you made one appearance for the Big Four, you automatically got an England call-up, regardless of if you deserved it or not. This was the case for Martin Kelly. He'd made a handful of appearances for Liverpool, and they decided, let's get him in. Let's get him playing for England. It was Roy Hodgson, obviously. He got picked for Euro 2012, didn't actually get on the pitch. It was a very, very tough era at the time for him to get into. You know, he had to get in ahead of Glenn Johnson, so he was never gonna do it. But he is famous for the shortest ever England career, his performance lasting only 2 minutes in an England shirt, and I'll be honest with you, mate, there's no shame in that, speaking from personal experience. Only bit of personal life I could find about him was that he was actually in Paris the night of the terror attacks. So, whoever is updating the Wikipedia pages of these footballers are only ever really choosing the lowlights of their career. Next up, we've got Stephen Warnock, World Cup 2010. He was at Aston Villa at the time, and he was called up by Fabio Capello. Not the first time he's missed out on a major tournament. He was actually meant to be in the squad for Liverpool's famous Champions League final in Istanbul, but didn't make the matchday squad. So I'm sure it was even more disappointing when he didn't get on in the World Cup in 2010. He only made 2 caps for England, only 2 appearances for England in total. And when your competition is Wayne Bridge, you can see why. You know, we're not all John Terry. That's the thing. The 2 appearances came in friendlies, and actually in 2012, Scotland manager Craig Levein inquired as to whether he'd want to play for Scotland, which Stephen Warnock declined. Midfield, we've gone for Michael Carrick, Euro 2012, again another Roy Hodgson pick. He was at Man United at the time. He said prior to the tournament that he had no wish to be a bit part player. Roy Hodgson decided to agree with that and just didn't bother playing him at all. And to be fair to him, in an era where he was up against Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes, Carrick still managed 34 caps, although many would have suggested that he should have got more. Finally, up front, we've gone for the ultimate wonder kid, still considered a wonder kid by many now. We've gone for Theo Walcott. World Cup 2006. You can't have a random England team without having someone from the Sven era. Sven took the Martin Kelly method and doubled it with this, right? Because he picked a 17-year-old Theo Walcott who had just signed for Arsenal but hadn't made any senior appearances for Arsenal. He had played for Southampton, but he hadn't actually played for Arsenal at this point. Sven had since said, since the tournament's finished and career's gone on, that the reason he picked Theo Walcott was to give him experience of playing in a major tournament for England, give him that honest, raw experience that he could take with him throughout his career. And to be fair, the experience of losing to Portugal again was quite a sobering one for young Theo. So yeah, short and sweet this week. A very short solo episode. If you enjoyed this solo podcast, let us know in the comments. It may be an added extra that we can include some weeks, or it may be something that we never do again because you hated it. I must admit, it's quite uncomfortable for me not having anyone to talk to during this. This should go out on Saturday the 22nd of June. So in which case, get yourself to the Old Joint Stock in Birmingham tonight, or Top Secret Comedy Club tomorrow, where Jason will be performing. Now, Jason will be intermittently on cruises for the next few weeks. You know, he might be on with Bobby Davro or Twist and Pulse. I don't know. But we're going to try and get some episodes recorded over the next few weeks, make sure that we've got things to put out for you. We're also going to have some guest hosts. I'm going to welcome comedian Tom Alban, where we will do a random five-a-side team, and sports writer Connor Green. Thank you very much for listening. Please do keep following, keep supporting, keep sharing the reels. We've had lots of different viewers and comments from that as well. And yeah, have a good day. Cheers.